Good morning, madam and my friends. My name is Kathirisan. I'm the group leader for this project. I would like to introduce my other team members, also Kuganraj and Lim Chung Meng. The topic that we want to present is the role of the king in Malaysia.
Hi, my name is Kuhan Raj. I am from Msucjb. I am taking course DIT.
Hi guys, my name is Lim Chun Meng and I'm from JB. Now I'm taking DIT and this is my second sem.
First, I'm going to explain our slide. So guys, this is our first slide, the roles of the king in Malaysia. We have 8 content in this slide. First one, the role of the kings in Malaysia. Second one, group members. Third one, introduction. Fourth, objective. Fifth, poster. Then content. Lastly, conclusion and the end. Group members. Okay guys, so this is our group project. So we have 3 group members. So this is team presentation. So I am the group leader, Kathirisan Arlanandan, and the group member slide editor, Google and Daniel. The role of the kings in Malaysia. Malaysia practice parliamentary documentary with a constitution, monarchy and His Majesty the King as the powerful the rulers rule. The federal constitution was illegal to with the setting up of the constitution from the system to exit. So one of the characteristics if up of the condition for the system to exit. And one of the characteristics of parliament documentary is the specialization of the power into 3 parts of the which are the legal. The judiciary and the executive, the foundation of Malaya become independent in 1757 under a constitution of draft my commitment. Jarified. Malaysia is also a country that practices a system of documentary based on the foundation and its system. In the practice accordance to the 6 state of Perlis, Kedah, Penang, Perak, Selangor, Negeri Sembilan, Melaka, Johor, Pahang, Terengganu, Kelantan, Sarawak and Sabah. As agreed to the concept of forming Malaysia, each state invalid as the surrendered part of the power such as financial, defense, education, foreign affairs and others. As state in Malaysian consistent which are administered by a central government.
Introduction. There are matters that are under the power of a state and each state administer the power of those matters. As a country with a constitutional monarchy, it is therefore allowed by the constitution in the institution of His Majesty the King as a paramount rules. The hereditary rules of the 9 states and the Council of Malay rules. His Majesty the King has the power to safeguard the custom and tradition of the Malay people and the administration of the Islamic religion in each state. His Majesty the King is the head of the Islamic religions of the state of Penang, Sabah, Sarawak and Federal Territories. His Majesty the King of the High Commander of the Armed Force. His Majesty the King carries out his duty and the Constitution under the advice of Prime Minister and Cabinet.
To form and become a friendly and cultural link between the administration of the state court and the federal government, especially on matters that are established under the federal constitution and matters of Islamic religion. The main object of constitution to Malaysian society is to educate Malaysians on the role, function and the content of the federal constitution. It is because citizens need to know their rules as a citizen and also their freedom and responsibilities to the country by following the laws. For example, they must know their equality, so there is no discrimination against citizens on the ground only of religion, race, descent, gender, or place of birth in any law. Besides, they also have their freedom of speech, education, religions, and also property.
So now content. So we have some 5 content of the table. First on the background of Malay rules. Second on the role of Malay rules. Third on the role yang di Pertuan Agong. Fourth on the roles of the Conference of Rules. Lastly, fifth, any relevant additional information. So first, the background of Malaya rules. So the history of the Malaya rules can be tracked by period to the Melaka Sultan at during a 15th century. However, most of what is now the Malaya annals story of the Malay rules in account of travel to the religion.
Second, the roles of Malay rules. There are many misconceptions about the institution of Malay rules among the people. Rules not only discloses but has many content power that cannot be distributed by any party. The truth before the Federation of Malay gains independence, the Malay state are sovereign country it's owned by the own king and people born their obedience to their king. Third, the roles of the conferences of rules. The conferences of rules is not only grand but unique as it is the only institution that exists in the world today. As the state gains independence, the establishment of the Council of Rules was held in accordance with Article 38 of the Federation Constitution. Its function and duties in accordance with 5th Schedule of the Federation Constitution are to select the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker of the Federation.
The roles of Yang di Pertuan Agong. The role of Yang di Pertuan Agong is a head of state, head of Islamic religion, and supreme commander of the armed force, but is constitutionally bound to act in accordance with the advice of the Cabinet of Ministers acting under the general authority of Combined Legal Research Board. The fifth one is any relevant addition information. The Royal Council held a special meeting at the royal place. The result of this meeting is currently important, which is in relation to the current political situation of the country, including the possibility under consideration Malay rules and Yang di Pertuan Agong. Among them, the new government continued as well as the dissolution of the House of Representatives.
Poster. So we have on poster, I have great edit. So we have must be include some point in this poster. So first one, you can see the picture in poster. So the first picture is we have the Yang di Pertuan Agong. The first one is Perdana Menteri. So second one is the old car in first one is in Malaysia. If for the sell on car, this is all model the car. The third one is parliamentary. So we have Ondi and we have a Mas, a Sultan, and Perdana Menteri. So this is a poster. We have a mass of content. I give this in this poster. So you can watch up this poster and you also know.
Conclusion. The existence of the constitutional monarchy in Malaysia is closely related and in line of the development of Malaysian civilization. All communities in Malaysia accept the existence of the constitutional monarchy as a traditional in the Malaysian political system and are articulated clearly in the constitution. Thus, the kings need to scrape their perception that their subjects are only their slaves, while the people need to have a rational view of the king. As said in the constitution, a constitutional monarch with a ceremonial figurehead role may provide continuity and stability, provide a unifying, non-partisan representative of the state, and reinforce democracy legitimacy with other sources of authority, including traditional and, in some cases, religious authority. Hence, the constitutional monarchy will be valued more in present and becomes more significant in the future.
Okay, thank you guys, and thank you, madam. Bye bye.